Good morning, everybody, and I hope you are doing good. I'm Julian, working for Hyperion Dev, and I will be one of your instructor here, mostly for software engineering and maybe some of the streams. Yeah, this second part here comes after the first part, which is Git installation. Now we will be installing Python. So Python is one of the most used programming languages that you would ever see. So if you go to the most if you go to the most used programming languages, let's say in 2024, then you will have Python that is standing first here. So yeah, I mean there are multiple ranks and all of those, but then you would see that Python is one of the most popular languages that you would ever use elsewhere. It's true that it's a backend programming language mostly, but then it doesn't remove the fact that it's pretty easy to learn and easy to understand. And you have some of the programming languages like JavaScript and Java, C++, and all of those. But then Python is the programming language we will use, and it's used in big corporates and most like Uber, your Facebook, and all of those companies. It's not the only programming language they use, but then Python is one of the programming language that they apply in some of their components to make their software work. Okay, so let's go through the installation of Python. Now we went back to the Hyperion Dev GitHub website. We will go through how to navigate this like GitHub or this web page. But for now, let's just install Python. So what we do, we go to the starter pack. And that's basically where you get everything. And then we go through Python, right? And then we go to get started in Python. Because we're using Windows, then we'll be installing Python from that particular website. There are multiple ways of installing Python. I have to mention that. But then this is the most vanilla way or the most basic way to install it. So you basically go to the website where Python is hosted on, right? And then you just download the latest version, and it will pick up the fact that you are currently using Windows. So I download Python, right? And the download just happens here, not much of a big file, and will be done very soon. If I go back to the starter pack, perfect, good. So we have Python downloaded. Now let's just install Python. And as you can see, yeah, I think it picked up the right folder. Let's install it now. Let's put the password. Perfect. And then we'll be having Python installed on our system. That'll be a quick practical, but you see in Windows it's fairly easy. Unfortunately, as opposed to Mac OS and Linux, Windows doesn't come with a lot of softwares for programming installed in it. But it's fine. You see, installations of these softwares are fairly easy, as you can see. And let's go through that very quickly. It will be done just now. Let's put this one down. We're tracking it at the bottom here. So once we'll be done with that, we'll be able to check Python 3, no, on Windows. Let's go on Windows. So on Windows, we'll be able to check uh, typing this command Python 3 on the terminal, and then be able to run our very first program, Hello World. I have a feeling that we may have to restart the computer, but let's just cross our finger that we don't do that. Okay, Python was successfully installed. Let's close this and let's go to the terminal, because that's basically where we will check whether Python is installed. Okay, yeah. So now let's type in here Python. Oh, there we go. You see, Python is installed, and that basically, as you can see, we will be using Python 3. When we say Python 3, we mean the first digit that's straight after the word Python. Here, Python 3.12.2, that basically corresponds to this. I mean, I'm sure it took the latest stable version that was available. Here's Python 3.12.5. It didn't pick up that, but then it picked up Python 3.12.2, which is also very fine. As you can see, it has been updated fairly recently, and that's a good sign. And because we now have Python installed, stay assured that you are very much ready to now tackle most of, or let's say all the assignments in the bootcamp. So now let's start. Let's see, what can we do with this? Let's print our hello world. Hello world. Perfect. And then we press enter. You see we have hello world. And that's exactly what we wanted to do. That's amazing. So from here, we can start our programming journey. So you want to exit, you type exit. All right. This is it for Python. And everything that happens here depends on the system that you're running and some common issues. Uh, Without any further ado, I'll basically jump into the last part on installing VS Code and why we even use Python. I won't go too deep in that. This is an introduction to most of those tools. How to use those tools will be part of the bootcamp. So from now, we are done with Python. I wish you luck and see you in the last third video of our bootcamp. So see you then. Bye.